Hey guys, in case you didn't see it, Jagex released an official release date trailer for the upcoming Trailblazer League. The video is going to be linked in the description if you want to watch it. For starters, I'll just state that the league begins on October 28th and will run for 2 months from there. I really wanted to make this video to discuss some juicy info that was revealed from this trailer that we really didn't know before. And just so you know, everything I'm going to kind of analyze is just really speculation at this point. We haven't gotten official word on relics and regions exactly, so it could change, but I'll make videos in the future once we get more info. The first thing, which you can see on the screen now, is the region map, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be the official map with all the regions you can unlock as you progress through the league. Now, the trailer video also mentioned that Karamja as a region is going to be a quote-unquote free unlock, and we'll be left with only 3 regions to choose from after that. This is including Mystilinus, the starting region. It's a bit different than what I think most people believed originally. It sounded like we'd get to choose 4 regions, so this new info is going to change a lot of players' plans like it's going to change mine. So initially looking at this map, there were a few things that really stuck out to me. The first one's going to be the God Wars dungeon and what region that's in. Because when I'm looking at this map, it really looks like it's part of Asgarnia rather than what you'd think to be the Fremennik province. And on top of that, Asgarnia is also going to have pest control for your void armor. So my initial thoughts is Asgarnia is going to be a really hot region that most people will probably unlock. And then the next region is just that giant blue Kandarin section on the west side of the map. It's kind of combining Ardi and some of like the western provinces with the Gnome Stronghold. I think it's just to make up for a lack of content if you were to split them up into smaller regions. So there's a lot of stuff that you can get from there. You got the Trident, you got Nightmare Zone to imbue items. It's going to be really good for clue hunters if you're interested in that. And there's just a slew of other things. But yeah, so Kandarin's looking like another pretty good region. Then the rest of the map kind of makes sense. It's really just geographic areas like the wilderness, Misthalin, the desert, and so on. Okay, so the next thing I want to pull from the trailer is this table of Trailblazer Relics. Now, it only shows us the first 3 with the names and everything, but those have already been discussed previously through Modcast and on the Old School RuneScape website. So I'll link the blog post below for you guys to go read up on those if you're interested. However, you can see that there are other relics listed here with their symbols, so I figured it'd be pretty fun just to kind of break down each tier and speculate what the symbols could mean and what relics we're potentially looking at. And I can be completely wrong, but we'll find out in the hopefully near future to see what these relics are and really map out our game plans for leagues. And there's also this chart that they shared in the Gilnor Gazette released last week that breaks down each of the relic tiers into categories, which will help kind of guess what each relic is going to be used for. So for example, the tier 2 relic is going to be a teleportation based relic. The first one, I really think it's something to do with fairy rings just based on the symbol. I think they were talking about that in a previous modcast about maybe adding extra fairy rings. I could be completely wrong. That I have no other guesses though, so if you think I'm wrong or have any guesses yourself, leave a comment and let me know. The second relic in tier 2 is clearly some kind of jewelry, so my guess is going to be maybe unlimited teleports on any enchanted jewelry, which would be pretty sick. And then the third one, it looks like some arrow with I think it's like a return symbol, so maybe something where you teleport to a place and then you have like a free teleport back. I'm not sure on that one either. Next, tier 3 is going to be your first combat relic, and it looks pretty straightforward. You have a bow and arrow, a sword, and a staff. I'm just going to assume it's buffed accuracy, maybe buffed damage as well. Something pretty straightforward, but it'll be a really nice bonus to have. Now, tier 4 is looking pretty interesting to me. It's the utility tier. The first one took me a while to kind of formulate what that image is for some reason, but it looks like it's an actual bag and with Roman numeral 2. So from the looks of it, it might just double your inventory space or give you some kind of bag, I guess, that you can hold more items in. Super useful for skilling, and even for PBM holding your loot is gonna be that'll be really nice. The second relic there looks like a chest, kind of like what the Twisted League relic was for clue hunting. I'm gonna guess it's something similar to that. Maybe letting you hold extra clue scrolls, or even just keeping your treasure trail clues within the region you have unlocked, maybe. Then the last one, it looks like just like the one from Twisted Leagues, where you were able to choose your Slayer assignment, which might be really good here because you can get a Slayer helm if you unlock Mauritania, and that could be extremely powerful for the PVM focused players. Then tier 5 is going to be your last skilling relic. The first one looks like a potion with crystals, so maybe all of your boost will just hold the full boost for the given time or whatever. Maybe it doubles the duration of your potions. The next two, though, I'm kind of having trouble interpreting. The middle one looks like it has like a pickaxe, a hatchet, and a harpoon. So obviously something to do with the gathering skills, but I really have no good guesses there. So leave a comment if you have any ideas. Then yeah, the third one is the same. It's like some kind of balance or scale, but I really can't figure out what that could possibly mean. So another thing I'd like to see your guesses on. And finally, we have tier 6, which is the second combat tier. Just looking at these symbols gets you really excited because I think they're going to be extremely powerful relics. So the first one is like a range arrow with a prayer icon and hit points icon. And I gotta assume that it's something like an SGS spec effect where all of your range damage heals some prayer and hit points, which is just insane to me to think if you have a blowpipe with this relic is going to be very, very powerful. The second relic is looking like a barrage icon, so it's obviously going to be a mage relic there. I think it's just going to turn all of your damage attacks with magic into area of effect attacks, which would be pretty nutty to see what people use that for. And some people I've talked to also think it'll have some kind of healing effect, which would be pretty cool. Then the last one is obviously melee with 2 little arrows to make me think that it's increased attack speed. And I mean, just picturing like with a whip or a blade of Seldor with say like double attack speed would be pretty nuts. That about covers everything I wanted to talk about from the release date trailer. I'm interested to hear what your thoughts are. What regions are you looking at? Do you think I'm way off on some of these relic guesses? Let me know in the comment section. If you really want to work out plans as more info is released, feel free to join my Discord or tune into my Twitch stream where I'll definitely be discussing leagues in detail. Links for both of those will be in the description. I'm thinking about making more Trailblazer League videos as we approach the start date, breaking down each region to discuss its pros and cons and so forth. So if there's any interest in those, I'll definitely crank them out. Anyways, I hope you are excited for leagues like I am. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.